Life is so good. I'm full of gratitude and abundance. And I told y'all that I would give a further explanation on my previous episode about thriving in uncertainty. Because in that episode, I was just talking about how I was very unclear on what the universe and the world was trying to tell me because, I was at that business summit. I'm spending 3 super intentional days focusing on personal development, hearing about retreats, filling my mind with the idea that I'm meant to host a retreat. And then afterwards, I'm going to this film festival to pursue another passion of mine, which is acting. And I was just so torn between what am I actually supposed to be doing right now? And I have my answer. One, I am not supposed to be doing anything. So we're going to throw that term out of here because fuck that energy. I'm not supposed to be doing anything except being. That's the only thing you're supposed to do is be. But the answer is I can do both. That is what I've come to terms. I can have it all. I can have it all. You can have it all. Because truthfully, I'm not meant to decide on which path. I'm not meant to make that grand decision. I am simply meant to decide on what fulfills me and to take the opportunities that align with that. And if it's a part of different aspects, whether it's retreats, acting, modeling, podcasts, it doesn't matter because that's all a part of my journey. It's all a part of who I am. And truthfully, they all coincide. You can't be a good actor or actress without that personal development, or a good model without personal development. I can't have this podcast if I am not personally developing myself and my mindset. Not saying that you can't have a podcast if you don't do that, but for my podcast specifically and the things that I speak on, I have to personally develop myself continuously. I had to sit and reflect in these last 2 weeks on why I felt so uncertain in what I was going to do about that. And here it is. I am being, and I am taking life day by day. I'm taking life day by day because everything happens in divine timing. And a reminder that I keep getting lately is that you cannot miss out on the things that are meant for you. You cannot miss out on the things that are meant for you. So, therefore, you do not need to worry about whether you're on the right path or whether you're making the right decisions or what you want to do for your entire life. Just focus on what makes you feel good now, what aligns with who you are and who you want to become. Focus on that. Focus on the internal. What aligns with your soul? What allows you to fulfill your passions? That is what you need to be doing. That is your path in life. Fulfilling yourself, fulfilling your dreams, fulfilling your desires. I have been surrounded by so many beautiful souls lately, and I just keep meeting so many more. I really am so grateful for my first almost 3 months in LA because I hear so many horror stories of just how the first year is chaotic and it's really hard to find the right people, but I have been blessed, y'all. The people I'm around, the communities that I'm in already, I went on I did a group workout this morning with a new group, and it's called Win It Wednesdays, and it was just so powerful, so inspiring. Like, we were working out for 2 hours, went on a run, we did stretches, upper body, had some protein shakes. Like, it was just such a beautiful and inspiring community. And one of the coaches, he was just shitting. Ooh, he was not shitting. He was sitting there sharing his story. And it was so inspiring because he was just talking about how, like, kind of how he started to motivate himself. And one thing that he kept saying was like, if you don't talk, you don't eat. As in, if you don't put yourself out there and go talk about your goals and go ask for what you want in this life, you don't eat. You don't get it. Like all those school posters say, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So take them and surround yourself with the right people. Emphasis on community. Community is so important. And that's like a big reason as to why I'm able to stay so calm and peaceful, is because of the people that I've surrounded myself with. Like, even in these uncertain times, or whenever I'm feeling just so lost and confused on the direction that I'm headed, like, the people I have in my life ground me. And that is so important. I highly recommend you find those people for yourself. Find that community that pushes you to focus on you, that pushes you to be better, that pushes you to thrive and elevate. There's so many people out there, so if your friend group is not that, there's people for you. That's one of the first choices you have to make in your step to success and personal development, is cutting off the people that are not good for you. It does not mean that you don't love them anymore, that you don't care for them. It's just they simply do not support who you are trying to become, and you don't need that energy in your life. Like, truthfully, one of the very first things I ever did starting my whole personal development journey was blocking people, clearing out my contacts, clearing out my social media, stop hanging out with certain people, and just focus on you. Be intentional and trust that the world will put your people in your life that are meant to be there. I'm not saying that you're not going to meet some crazy people along the way, but that's just more guidance and an opportunity for you to have clear boundaries, because that's super important. That's another thing I'm really working on right now, is boundaries. And I asked for it. I asked for responsibility and boundaries in my life. And you know how that's going to come? With experiences that are going to teach me how to set those boundaries. People are going to come into my life and have been coming into my life to help me set those boundaries by testing them, testing whether I have them or not. When you ask for something in your life, it's going to come in the form of an experience for you to decide to make a better choice with everything. With everything. So if you ask for more responsibility, you're going to get opportunities to take on more responsibility, whatever that looks like. For me, shit's been crazy. So crazy, but so beautiful. And, the reason I see it as beautiful is because I have that awareness that I asked for this. I asked for this shit to happen, and I'm grateful for it. I have that gratitude that I'm getting these life experiences to build and grow and evolve. That is the beauty of life. What do you want? And then when you're in it, take a step back and remember what you asked for. Remember what you asked for, because you're always going to get it. It's just never really going to come in the way that you might expect. But you're always going to get it. It's just, are you able to take that seat back and look at the bigger picture? Like, okay, what are the bigger lessons here? how is this evolving my being? How is this evolving my mind? You know, who am I becoming out of this? I asked for boundaries, and life sure is testing whether I have boundaries or not. And when you're in those experiences, it's like, fuck, why? Like, why is this happening? It's so annoying. It's so frustrating. And then you remember, oh, yeah, I asked for boundaries. I wanted more boundaries. I wanted to set more boundaries for myself. And then you realize, like, oh, that's why this is happening. You know what? Thank you. I'm grateful for it. And then you can check yourself and set those boundaries. And that's how you grow. And that's how you evolve. And that's how new habits are formed. And that's how you just become so sure of yourself. Cause like you're unfuckwithable. You are unfuckwithable. And it's so beautiful. It's so fun. Life is so fucking fun, bro. I love it so much. It's just this year has been so beautiful and so crazy. And I couldn't be happier, honestly. Like the people that I've met, community, man, it's just, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so important to just surround yourself with the right people. But you got to become that person for yourself first, or at least set those intentions. You're not going to align with those people if you're not aligned with it. You know, it's all about alignment. So tune into yourself, tune into your mind, tune into your body, tune into your visions, your goals, your aspirations, and really sit in that. What does that look like? What do you want it to look like? What does it feel like? Hmm. When you start this whole journey of, this success journey and development, they always tell you, like, it's about how you feel. It's about how you feel. Like, you can sit here and say, like, oh, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be rich. I want to have the nice house. I want to have the nice cars. And then they ask you, like, okay, what does that feel like? And for me at first it was like, well, that feels fucking great. Like I don't know, man. I've never felt that. So you really just like question, like, how am I supposed to feel that when I'm not living it? And it's hard. I'm going to be honest. It's hard. It's hard to transition. But I'm at a point now where I'm actually like really starting to feel it. And it's so crazy. Like, I feel fucking abundant. I have been preaching it. And let me backtrack real quick. You got to do that work. You got to do that work to get here. And that work for me was affirmations. If you want to feel it, you got to speak it. You got to talk on it. Those all go together. If you don't feel it right now, speak it more. Speak it into existence. Write it out. The amount of affirmations I wrote out, like y'all already know. Write out your affirmations. Speak to yourself in the mirror. Journal. Like, truthfully, journaling changes your life. Putting it down on a piece of paper, looking at it, reading it over again, like, that is powerful shit. That is powerful shit. Those are all the steps that I've taken to get to where I'm at now, of actually feeling it. Actually feeling it. It's been, what, 3.5 years since I've started this whole journey for myself. And I'm finally fucking feeling it. Because I never give up. If you never quit, you can never lose. If you never quit, you can never lose. So keep going. Fill your mind with positivity. Fill your mind with positive affirmations. Speak it into existence and learn how to feel it. Surround yourself with people who feel it, who are living it already. That's another way to really feel it, is to surround yourself with it. Put yourself in those environments and know that you're worthy of it. Know that you are worthy of that life. You are worthy of everything that you desire. Because who's to say that you're not? No one is stopping you from getting this life that you want except you. So, what are you going to do to change that? How are you going to implement and elevate and achieve your goals and your dreams? How are you going to start to feel it? What are you going to start to do differently? It all matters. It all adds up. Every single little choice, second of your day, it all counts. So, what are you going to do differently? How are you evolving? What are you doing right now to evolve your mind, your body, your spiritual, your physical, and your financial? You can ask yourself that every single day. One thing from that 3-day business retreat that I was on, she gave us a sheet of paper and it has like 7 questions for the 7 aspects of life, which is mental, physical, spiritual, financial, and whatever the other 3 are. But then asking questions about it every single day of, what did I do to work on my physical today? What did I do to work on my mental? What did I do to work on my spiritual? How did I elevate my finances today? Like, literally reflect on that every single day. If you don't do it every single day, that's okay. But just make sure you're doing it consistently. Whether that's once a week, every day, once a month is pushing it, maybe once a week, maybe every 2 weeks, you know? But for real, ask yourself that. Like, that's something I haven't been writing it out because truthfully, I finished my journal and I haven't got it a new one. I need to get a new journal. But that's coming. But I've been thinking about it. I've still been reflecting. I've been mentally journaling, which is a lot harder. It's much easier to just write it down. But I've been mentally journaling and just like mentally asking myself, like, okay, what did I do to work on these things today? And how can I get 1% better for tomorrow? Like, it's really not that hard to grow and evolve. Like, why do we make it so hard? Life is crazy. Life sucks sometimes, but like, life is always going to be that way. So why do you continue to let that be an excuse to not grow and change? Like, bro, it's always going to be that way. It's just that whether do you always want to be the way that you are right now, or do you want to grow? Do you want to grow and do you want to evolve? Because life is going to be life regardless. Time is going to keep pushing on regardless of what you're doing. It's so sad to see the people who just let their lives rot away. Like, you don't have to live that way. You do not have to be a victim to the system. That is all a mindset. It is all a mindset. The biggest thing that has ever changed in my life is my mindset. That is what has shifted everything. Some people who don't have a positive mindset could look at my life and be like, damn, you're going through it, But then people who do have that positive mindset, it's like, wow, she's fucking powerful. It's all about what you're choosing to see, because, like I just said, people can view it from a million different lenses and it's going to feel different to every single one of them. But what mindset suits you best? What mindset helps you grow and evolve? That's the only one that matters. Like I always say, fuck everybody else. What works for you? With love, with love and so much respect. Because community is key. But like when it comes to yourself and your visions and your internal state, fuck everyone else. It's a balance. It is a balance. You got to say fuck everyone else in those right times And then on the other times, you gotta love your people. I mean, always love your people. Let me stop. Y'all get it. Y'all get what I'm saying. What is that mindset for you? And how are you shifting it? How are you evolving every day? Because you can evolve every day. Anyone who's ever told you different is lying. Liars. You can evolve every single day. Truthfully, we all are evolving every single day. It's just whether in a way that we want it to or not. Shit's happening regardless. Life's pushing on, time's pushing on. We're pushing on. It's just, are you being intentional? Are you the one creating it, or is life creating it for you? Because you're the creator. As always. Always have, always will. Are you creating your life? Or are you just living it? I like that question. Are you creating your life, or are you just living it? Yeah. Are you creating your life, or are you on autopilot and just living it? That's my question for you today. As always, I fucking love y'all, man. I appreciate you. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for tuning in every single Thursday, listening to The Magical Lane, listening to me yap on every Thursday. I enjoy it. Y'all enjoy it. It's so great. It's so fun. If you want to support this show, keep hitting me with those 5 stars, man. Keep leaving those good reviews. Share it with your friends. Share it with the people that need it the most. And most importantly, stay fucking magical, man.